Welcome everyone, Costin here on Serious Gaming, bringing you guys and girls my walkthrough of Metro 2033 on the Ranger Hardcore difficulty. I'm just gonna lower the volume. I wish there was a dialogue volume though, because I wish I could reduce those things separately. There's a lot of video options in this game, by the way. Well, a lot of things that your video options affect. The thing is, you cannot change these things yourself. It's like, yeah, you have very high and all of this stuff, but you cannot change these things individually. I wish I could change them individually myself. What you can change is texture filtering, anti-aliasing, DirectX. You have DirectX 11 support options. I've disabled advanced depth of field because that hits your performance like a truck. Anyway, let's begin a new game. Okay, Ranger Hardcore. It's the game says it's very difficult and you will not survive. You know, I played the game the first time around on Ranger Hardcore difficulty and I didn't have the problems the game thought I would. You do have to manage your ammo very well, you do have to be very careful, but it's not impossible by any stretch of the imagination. You know, one thing that pisses me off with Metro Last Light is that Ranger Hardcore will be a DLC. It's a pre-order bonus, but it's a paid DLC. Why? And apparently it's not even the guys who bought 4A games or who got the license that are pushing this. It was something that THQ is responsible for. Well, go fucking riddance, THQ. You know, with the nickel and diming DLC they were doing, I'm sorry, I can't really feel sorry for them, considering all the nickel and diming they were doing in their last few years. I understand they have financial issues, but I don't care. I don't care to be nickel and dimed by any company. Anyway, so you don't have a crosshair. You do have a HUD, but it's only visible if you bring up your clock, your watch, or your journal. Only then is it visible. Ammo is only visible if you bring up the HUD as well. Ammo is scarce in general, so it's
the tunnel grew colder. Millie and I were close to the surface now. Soon we'd climb up into the howling wind to find our way.
Hey, Artyom. When you left your home station, did you ever think we'll end up in a place like this? Not knowing whether we were about to save our world or send it straight to hell.
You know, I want to mention that I didn't want to skip that, but rather I pressed the mute button from my microphone. Anyway, that's Miller. He's the leader of the Rangers.
We'll have to get through the military outpost to reach the surface, Artyom. Тихо. Something's moving in the next room. Open the gate, I'll cover. Shit is always breaking down in here. Use the auxiliary hand system to open the gate.
Artyom is a silent protagonist except the sequences between missions.
Ready, Artyom?
Where he talks. So that's ammo. You start off with 0 for this weapon. You have. And I just gained 25 rounds from all those clips. Obviously, so if I was playing on a normal difficulty, not a Ranger one, I'd have a lot more ammo. I have 12 rounds for my pistol. I do have a time. I do have a clock. However.
Okay. Up we go.
So I need to play like a scavenger if you want to survive here.
Seems like nobody's home. Before we hit the surface, put your gas mask on. Without it, it'd be like a goldfish outside his bowl.
Okay.
We're almost there. This is the Prologue performance hall. It's really close to the tower.
If you don't use the gas mask, you'll die.
Grab your weapon.
And you have to scavenge for air filters.
Here they come.
And your gas mask can also break as well. Something that one needs to keep in mind with this game. You can replace it obviously, but either by scavenging gas masks. Ow. I forgot the key for medkits. Like, you have regenerating health, but you can also use medkits to heal yourself. It's Q, okay.
Artyom, if you're wounded, use an medpack.
Yes.
Give it a pull.
There's a lot. There's no hints except for, well,
Artyom, you ready?
quick time events. Those are the only hits you get.
Let's move out.
The story goes that there was a nuclear war in 2013. This is set 20 years later.
And here it is, Artyomchka. Our goal. Come in. Come in.
Over. You're coming through loud and clear. Over. We're at the tower. I repeat, we're at the tower. Did the group move out? Over. Well, that's affirmative. We've made contact. They should be in the vicinity of the tower now. Over. Roger. We'll contact you again when we're at the top of the tower. Get a fix on our location then. Over.
Let's go. The others should already be here.
Proper radio protocol in a video game with the military in it. Well, a form of the military in it. This is something that is impressive, actually. Not many games actually have that.
Oh, and there they are.
And when I say not many games have that, I'm talking about games that have the military featured in them. It's just a nice touch as far as I'm concerned. So, these guys are our reinforcements.
Glad to see you, Colonel. Did you hear that? Listen. What the hell is it? Form a circle.
The beasts are coming to feed on our corpses.
Stay calm. What's your best, boys?
I'll use my knife. I don't actually need to use a
Looks it's
weapon.
gonna be tougher than the library.
As if you did anything in the library, you bloody asshole. This is very close to the end of the game. Yeah. The final medkit. And my gas mask broke.
Damn it!
You'll see how useful he is at the library level. It's very late in the game though. Just big gun it. I think I should be able to finish the game in about 10 or so hours. We should see. Demons.
Life was never easy in the tunnels, but it was our home. There was comfort in its routines, in seeing the same people day after day. But since the mutant attacks had escalated, fear ruled the station. I had just turned 20, and could never have imagined what would follow on the morning that my stepfather's friend Hunter arrived at the barricade.
By the way, this game is based on the book Metro 2033, written by a Russian. Completely fictional universe. There are changes made to the book, to the game versus the book, for gameplay reasons. I'll mention these. I haven't read the book myself. I do have an interest in it because I do like the universe. I do like the lore. This feels like a very... This is a post-apocalyptic universe, which I really enjoy. Most of the time I don't enjoy such universes because they feel very empty, very lifeless. And, you know, it just seems like an excuse. Oh, it's a post-apocalyptic universe, we can have less people in it than you would otherwise. Here there are quite a few people that you make, considering the locations you visit, the size of the place you visit.
Artyom, Wicked lust, I see.